founder and CEO YTK Credit Solutions. Monday morning, back on the grind, back to the gym, back to work. Playtime is over. Hope you guys are doing the same thing. We only got another 2-3 weeks before the month is finished. So end of the year, we got to end it strong, right? Anyway, so today I want to speak to you guys about my experience over the past weekend at the Art Basel Masters with EYL. Great event, by the way. Of course, my guys at EYL always put on for the city. It's a great event, great speakers, a lot of information, a lot of gems dropped. So while I was there, I met a lot of people that recognized me from episode 18 or from following us. I met a lot of new faces. And a lot of people had a notebook in their hand, right? And I was asking them, I know why I was asking it, I just wanted to hear their response. So I'm like, why do you have the notebook in your hand? And they were like, oh, to take notes. I'm like, okay. And then I asked that too, because usually we have cell phones, we all live in our cell phones these days. We put notes in our cell phones, you can record a conversation and whatnot, right? But anyway, I asked them, what's the reason for the notebook? It's for taking notes. I'm like, okay, cool, that's awesome. And so then I asked them, have you been to another event like this before, prior? Some said yes, some said no. Some said they're following EYL on YouTube. They follow their earner. I'm like, oh, awesome, that's good stuff. So I'm like, what do you do? What kind of work do you do? Work, for whatever their 9-to-5s or, their part-time jobs, whatever, that's their job. So I'm like, my next question was, have you applied any of the information? How long have you been listening to EYL? Have you applied anything? What was your most educational video, right? And this by far has nothing to do with EYL. It's just how people are interpreting it. And maybe is the information too advanced for them? Is the information it's not broken down in a smaller content for them? We're not sure, and that's what we're here to fix. So I would ask them, I'm like, so what's the most important episode, or what did you learn? What have you taken away? What have you applied to yourself? And a lot of them, believe it or not, I was very shocked. 9 out of 10 people said they haven't started anything yet. They don't know where to begin. That was kind of shocking because EYL has some great episodes. They have a lot of great episodes, but they have a lot of episodes for first-time entrepreneurs. Episode 18 on credit. A lot of these people still don't know where to begin, how to apply the information they're learning to their personal lives. And that was very disturbing to me because the information is great content. And for people like myself, MG, shout out to MG, shout out to Troy, shout out to Rashad. It's broken down, to a very minuscule level that you can understand. But if 9 out of 10 people are saying they still haven't applied it, they don't know what to do with it, that's an issue, right? It's just like the shirt says, asset over liability. The asset is the information, the liability is not applying it, right? And shout out to Beyond when he was there too. We had some great conversations. Next Level Home, I had some great conversations with a lot of great people. They understand the content and information and the purpose and how to apply it. But a lot of the people in the audience are like really complacent with this information and not sure what to do. And I think that something has to change with that, because what's the point of going to these events and soaking up all this knowledge but not using it, not applying it? Maybe a lot of people are scared to make the first step. Maybe a lot of people are scared to come out from that 9-to-5 steady income and bringing the bacon to the table themselves. There's a lot of underlying questions as to why people are not able to understand and apply the information. So here's what I'm going to do. Quite a few of these guys already, they're going to call my office, set up a consultation. We're going to do the Pick My Brain. If you have a vision or idea in your head, you've been to an EYL event, and you're still confused on where to begin with applying this information, let's sit down, call my office, schedule a consultation, and let's sit down and put the blueprint together for you. But here's the thing. When we sit down, you have to be transparent. The goods, the bads, the struggles, your gains, wherever everything is in your life. So we need to know where you're coming from to know where you're going, right? In order to put the blueprint in front of you and get you going for 2023. A lot of people still have credit issues. A lot of people. And, you know, a lot of them said everything we have said or I have said on episode 18 made 1,000% to them, but they don't know where to begin. A lot of people still don't know how to read their credit reports. People will show me Credit Karma reports, and I'm like, they're like, this score is this score yesterday, today it's this score. All that information, you know, all that's this information, and you're soaking that up. All right, so I'm gonna put the link in the bio, and in this video, you can click on it. You can schedule a consultation, and we'll sit down and it's called Pick My Brain, and we'll talk about your wants and needs and where you want to go. I think that's a fair assumption. I'll even tell you what episode you should be listening to EYL to get yourself going, and we'll put the blueprint together for you. And I think that's the first step for everyone. All right. If you have any questions, comments, drop it in the video. The link will be there. It'll also be in our story. But it's time for me to hit the gym and get my running on. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day, guys. Bye.